Truth be told, I shouldn't even be here. And I'm gonna be honest with you, like, it scarred me. I had issues with that, because I'm like, yo, what's wrong with me for you don't want to be here? So I felt like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I felt like I was a mistake. I wasn't valuing education. You know what I'm saying? Like, I value the streets. I value being class clown. I value women. I wasn't valuing like school. I wasn't trying to be no scholar. I was trying to get money. I was trying to kick it. I was trying to get a few laughs. Life spiraling out of control. Got to a point I said, you know what, I gotta grow up. I need to grow up because I'm on some little boy stuff. I should be making my mom proud. I should be making her smile. I should be giving her joy as opposed to giving her pain, giving her a hard time. When I was like, yo, whatever I gotta do on character, I ain't blaming nobody else. Listen to me, I took back my power. For years I was blaming folks, but if he was in my life, if this teacher wouldn't give me a hard time, they always on my back, it was his fault. I stopped blaming people. Because when you blame people, you give them your power. I took my power back. I took complete ownership. I said, nope, this is all on me. I made the mistake, I'll make the adjustments. It's all on me. I promise you, a shift started taking place, right? And so I end up, it's the craziest thing. I end up catching up with my right grade. I had to take summer school, I had to like night courses. So when all my other friends was kicking it, that was hard. I was like, yo, I want to go kick it, but let me make the main thing, because I'm tired of seeing my mama cry. Like, I'm tired of living here. Like, I want better, I want more for my life. So I recognize I gotta make some adjustments. I started making the adjustments. So I was just like, yo, everybody who talked negative about me, I'm about to show them they was wrong about me. And everybody who believed in me, I'm about to prove them right. And I'm finna have my mom crying for the rest of her life. She's so doggone proud of me. So did high school, boom. Did college. I said, shoot, if I can do college, maybe I can get my master's. I'm like, why not? Why not push the limit? Why not be a next level student? Why not try to get the absolute best out of me I can get? So I said, well, shoot, I'm going ahead, and I'm gonna do grad school. Went to grad school, got the master's. Now I'm like, shoot, if I had to get my master's, I had to write a whole bunch of books, papers, and read a whole bunch of books. I'm like, well, shoot, maybe I could write a book. But my first book in 2010, I've been writing a book every year. I just finished my 7th book called Next Level Teaching. I never thought I'd be traveling the country. I never thought I'd be traveling the world. So I want to challenge y'all real quick. Like, ask yourself right now, all eyes on me. Like, ask yourself, what kind of life you want to live? Like, where you want to be in the future. That guy that had ADHD diagnosis with all these behavior issues, and they said all this stuff what I never do. I did it all. After I graduated and got that bachelor's, I'm like, you know what? Why not push the envelope? Why not try to be a next level student? Why not try to be the best version of me I can be? Why not keep proving the doubters and the haters wrong? I love haters. I can't wait till Valentine's Day come around. I be seeing them cards and flowers and stuff. I ain't tripping. They make me greater. I'm just like, you just didn't believe in me. But I'm an advocate for the underdog. That's why I'm like, okay, so you got issues? Bet, I'm there. I ain't tripping. I know the power of speaking life. I know the power of education. I know the power of the human will, the human grind, that grit within you that says, I will not fail. I will not give up. I will not give in. Though they slay me, still I'll trust them. I'll put the work in. I'll grind. I'll do whatever I got to do to be the absolute best version of me I can be. And when I got that bachelor's, I said, you know what? I think I got a little bit more in my tank. So I'm going to go and get that master's degree. And I got that master's degree, went to grad school. Never thought I'd be experiencing it. 2010, I wrote my first book, From Prodigal to Prodigy. Then in 2011, I wrote my second book. Then in 2012, and I just finished my 7th book. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I never thought I'd be a published author. Shoot, when I was young, I struggled reading. I'm the published author of 7 books. Like, don't let the little, you know what I'm saying, t-shirt and jeans fool you. I've accomplished some things because I got a brain, and you do too. So what does the story mean for you? What do you want to experience out of life? Where you want to go? Who telling you what you can't do and what you can do? Like, what do you want to have? What do you want to experience? I was just in Beaumont, Texas, and a student told me, he was like, hey, I live in this small town, but I got a big dreams. How do I move from a small town mentality to embracing my big dreams? I'm like, yo, keep dreaming. Like, keep dreaming and keep working towards it. And don't be discouraged if people don't believe in your dreams. People don't buy dreams. They don't buy ideas. They buy the grind when you execute. So don't be discouraged if people don't believe in your dreams. Oh, I said I'm gonna do this and nobody believes in me. Don't be discouraged. They're not supposed to believe in your dreams. It's a dream, but you put the work in and that dream becomes a reality. They'll buy reality. It's different for me now. Let me be the poster boy for success, the poster boy for the bounce back. Let me be the poster boy for all of you that grew up in the struggle. Let me be a poster boy for those of you that feel like my biological father's not here, my mom's in prison, my grandma raised me, I'm struggling. Let me be the poster boy for those of you that feel like I grew up in this community, in this hood, I don't know how things are going to change, I'm going through the struggle. Like, that's your condition now, but your condition will not be your conclusion. There is so much more that you can have. There is so much more that you can experience. There is so much more that you can receive. All you got to do is put the work in. So please don't hit me with the, do you think I deserve? I ain't on that. People don't get what they deserve. You get what you work for. Real, y'all, like knowing from where I've come from and being a failure for so long in my life, to be able to see my wife look at the different floor tiles, to be able to say, you know what, I want this type of flooring in the kitchen, I want this type of hardwood in the living room, you know, I want a garden in the backyard. I was gardening, like, what I look like gardening, you know what I'm saying? I got zucchinis and squashes on deck, you know what I'm saying? And this was like the vast, listen, but you gotta hear me out. This was the vast difference from the lifestyle I was living before. Doing drugs, selling weed by the pound, robbing people. Listen to me, y'all. When I tell you I was broken for years. My story was, I'm 36 years old. For years, my story was like this, and I got tired of failing. I said, man, I want more out of life. So I'm just giving y'all pieces of my story, but listen to me. I started changing my brain. And when I changed my brain, everything else fell into place. Because what you think is what you say. What you say is what you do. What you do on a continual basis becomes a habit. Your habits create your character, and your character determines your destiny. One more time, I want to make sure you get it, right? What you think is what you say. What you say is what you do. What you do on a continual basis becomes a habit. Your habits create your character. And your character determines your destiny. It all starts right here within the brain. So I'm real cautious even now of what I feed my brain. I'm real cautious of when I feed my mind. I'm real cautious of who I hang out with now. I'm trying to connect with people that's going places, because I'm tired of going to funerals. And I'm tired of seeing friends get locked up. And I want more for people. And so listen to me, y'all. Let me tell you what next level living is all about. It ain't about us. Most people in the world will tell you, don't live for nobody else. You should live for yourself. I'm not that guy. I lived for myself for a long time, and I became rotten. My life was a disaster. And when I began to think of other people, how can I enhance other people's lives? How can I pour into other people? How can I be a blessing to other people? Man, when I shifted my brain and said, how can I make communities better? How can I make schools better? How can I make our country better? Ooh, things begin to shift for me. So now everything is great. Like, I'm not hurting people no more. I'm legit. I got a great credit score. Me and my wife, we built a house. I'm traveling all over and speaking and still in corporate America. And then one day I got a word. And I said, you know what? It's time for me to quit my job. Shh, watch this. My wife was like, what you mean quit your job? I said, boo, like, let me just explain, because my wife not bougie, but she like nice things, you know what I'm saying? I said, boo, I just feel like I've experienced so much pain. I've made so many mistakes. I'm like, boo, there's a whole new generation out here that needs what I have to say. And if I'm in these board meetings and I'm doing all this and I'm making this company all this money, it's people out here that don't know that they can like bounce back after life. So I said, I'm thinking about like quitting my job and just writing books to inspire this new generation. We start a nonprofit, we travel the country, and we speak life to people. The same thing that was spoken to me. And my wife was like, let me tell you something. If you think that you about to just quit this job and you about to travel the country and you gonna leave me here to raise our daughter and I have to work, you tripping. I'm like, well, boo, I'm telling you, this is what I'm supposed to do. She said, well, if that's what you're supposed to do, then that's what we supposed to do. And listen to me, that next level, y'all. Listen to me, when we got married, we became one. So she said, if this is your purpose and calling, then it's my purpose and calling. And so now I get to travel the globe. This guy that wasn't high school material, This guy that went to 3 different schools trying to get my mind right for the 9th grade. This guy that failed over and over and over again. This guy that was out here robbing and selling drugs and doing drugs and alcohol. This guy that felt like I was worth nothing. I fly to Africa. I've been to Africa twice this year, and I'm going back with my wife in December. Australia, India, Canada, Jamaica, Bermuda, Grand Cayman Islands. Listen to me. Watch this. Watch this. Everything in my life changed when my mind changed.